Shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and Coralie Karen, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, and we'll all see better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever. Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, and we'll all sing better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever.
Welcome, 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 welcome. It is another beautiful day. Can I tell you, I was not ready to meet the day, but the day was ready to meet me.
Ready or not, here I come.
Ready or not, here I come. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast hour. It is a beautiful morning, a wonderful day to be alive. We are thankful that God has awoken us to see a brand new day. Morning, Mikey G.
Everyone say good morning, Lady Elise. Has been, very interesting morning today. And, as you mentioned that we are grateful that God has risen us up to see and meet and greet this beautiful day as well. And for many persons, we are, while they are up this morning, they are not having the same experience. I have quite a few friends who are now sick, or battling with illness. Maybe this is the framework of the way I should probably frame it. They are battling the illness, and this morning, we are having many persons praying for those individuals, and these are good friends, family members also that have similar issues. And we ourselves don't even know what issues we have yet, because we have not yet gone to the doctor to actually find out whether or not we are having a problem, so we can actually address that problem.
Yes.
We don't know, and so because we do not know, it's impossible for us to properly say that we are in good health, and we for some unknown reason, knows that this is the outcome of our day today, that somebody, we might just walk outside and we fall down, and then this is when we're discovering the shocking news that something has gone radically wrong with us. And so here is where they say that you'll get your regular checkup from a doctor. Of course, we had Wellness Wednesdays yesterday, where we had our doctor on that discussed different topics every week. And so we encourage our listeners and our viewers on a Wednesday, any day of the week, and you're interested in your health and the care of your body, then join us on Wellness Wednesday when we have that discussion going on, and you can participate in that conversation. And you'll, of course, better yet, served yourself a good, nice, big meal of health, or at least identifying what is happening to you by the symptoms that may be discussed on the program. And so many persons may say, oh, but I'm listening to the symptoms of what this condition might be, but I'm finding myself with those symptoms. Do I have this condition? And that's what I would like to say. But in retrospect, in all, Lady Elise, today, we want to give thanks to the Almighty God for what He has done for us this far and has brought us this far. And like we say, pray for our friends, pray for our neighbors, pray for our families, pray for those who don't even like you and those who will willfully persecute you. And this is something that we must not take lightly. Is that sometimes the very person that you might think would hate you the most. And I showed that video the other day. I probably should have brought it back and showed that video once again of that preacher on the bus or on the train, and that was preaching, and how that turned out.
That was an interesting one.
Right.
And I like the attitude of the preacher, that despite being treated in such an unkind manner, I tell you, it's not our human tendency. We respond to whatever sort of sentiments are being expressed to you. And, I have been enjoying the devotionals. So speaking about devotionals, I know it's time for the devotional. And I have certainly tried to let them impact my life, not just listening to them. And I believe one of those things is about thinking. And then, I had an interesting, an interesting experience on Sabbath when the presenter of the children's story, she did a demonstration, Mikey G, if you'll indulge me.
Yes.
And the presentation she did.
I want you to do before you just hold your thought 1 minute, Lady Elise. I go for a break, and when we come back, let's go for a break, and then let us come back for that one. I want to hear that conversation that we're having. Here we go. Yeah. Welcome back. Right. You were saying, Lady Elise, before you were rudely interrupted by me.
Yes, I was saying that.
I would have said, why did you were interrupting Lady Elise for? Why are you interrupting her for?
The lady Alice, she did a demonstration about, she shared with the children squeezing the toothpaste out of the tube,
right,
and trying to get the toothpaste back into the tube. And then she made the analogy of the words that we say sometimes, how after we say them, even though we say sorry, yes, we can't really take them back, and it's almost like we create this mess in the person's heart.
Right.
And I said, that story is for us as adults as well as the children, because sometimes we are so unkind to each other.
Mercy.
Sometimes for the wrong reasons too. You know, we think that is important. It might be the job, but at the end of the day, Mikey, the fact is, God created us to love each other. You know, and despite it, there are sometimes people do things to you that are unkind,
Very, very
and
unkind.
but we still show love.
We show God, we show the love that
Yeah.
God gives to us.
Yes.
We show His kindness, we show His love. We always, make sure that we never, put it on a frame this. We never deprive ourselves of that equitable and valuable possession of God's grace that was extended to us. For us
Yes.
to deny somebody else of that. And that is something that every person who claims to be a Christian must have.
Yes.
No, this is not easy. I must tell you this. When we say these things, and I'm saying this thing, this is not something that is for me, a part of my DNA. This is not something that I want to do willingly.
Right.
I am warring against myself. My better conscience say, do unto others as they would do unto you.
Yes.
An eye for an eye.
A tooth for
A
a
tooth
tooth.
For a
And
tooth.
tooth for el tute. El tute for el tute.
Or a tooth for a head. That's my mind. My mind is going there. So when you hear the storyline about I'm a person who wants to uphold God's love, and you mock it, you don't know what you're mocking. You're mocking restraint of someone inner self that will do far more damage. And God's grace and His mercies has engulfed that person and allowed them to operate in a different frame of mind, a different plane of existence, and with a different mind of treatment towards you, even though you might, in His personal mind, you deserve worse. Probably
Yes.
in God's realm, you deserve exactly what you'll be getting because of the wicked ways you are, But this is how God treats us. But so, each individual, whether you're the one who is the oppressed or the oppressor, God's grace and mercy is extended for the oppressed. God's loving kindness and His mercy and His grace, and His protection is there for you. For the oppressor, God's extended grace is there for you, that you don't self-destruct and kill your own self with a bad, nasty attitude that you have. And this is where we want you to see these things. So when you see persons explaining the idea or expressing the idea of Christianity and you mocking it, you should be mindful that this Christianity is what has changed that nasty, wicked person, or this person who's probably not so kind before, into someone who you possibly can have a conversation with. And you'd want to at least try your best to ensure and encourage that behavior in every person. Because you want a better society. Because human beings are willfully, Lady Elise, wicked. Is where we were born. We were born is like saying you put
That's an unfortunate. But
the Bible said it. The Bible said it. You were born in sin
and shaped in
iniquity. You put two new babies. I just give you a simple experiment. Put two new babies in a room. Never know evil. They have never been exposed to good or bad. Never taught anything, and one will kill the other at some point.
Oh boy, that's a sad situation. But Mikey G, I don't know if you have the devotional ready for us. It will be interesting to hear what pearls of wisdom.
Wisdom comes from the Lady Susan Long this morning. Of course, when we come back.
To build your dream home or renovate your space, M&N Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Good morning. This is day 20. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving. Be thankful to him and bless his name. Psalm 100, verse 4. Did you thank God today? Written by Dennis DeHaan. On my way to work one day, I saw a bumper sticker that read, "Did you thank a green plant today?" Plants are essential to the balance of nature. They release oxygen into the air. They're also a source of food, fuel, medicine, and building materials. Was the bumper sticker suggesting that because we are so dependent on plants, we should actually thank them? If that's what the driver believes, he certainly has a lot to learn about who should receive our gratitude. Nature bears marvelous testimony to the wisdom of the Creator. The interdependence of one life form on another makes us realize that we're part of a complex system characterized by beauty and balance. But to direct our praise to nature reminds us of Paul's indictment of those who worshipped and served the creature rather than the Creator. God alone is worthy of our gratitude. He set our world in motion and He sustains it by His power. Yes, it's wonderful to be alive, and deep feelings of appreciation often well up within us. But we must always center our devotion on the one who not only provides the air we breathe, but also gives us eternal life through faith in Christ. I'd like to see that bumper sticker changed to, "Did you thank God today?" Wind and water, light and sod, speak with thankfulness for God. May we give to Him our praise for the goodness that He displays. Our quote this morning reads,
Every
"When
single
you think
job
of
that
all that's good, give your thanks to God." End quote.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
welcome back this morning to the breakfast hour. I want to say a pleasant good morning to you if you're just joining us for the very first time this morning.
If you're just joining us, you have chosen the right day, the right time, the right place, This is absolutely the best decision to make. And I want to say welcome back to the breakfast hour. Of course, the lady herself, Susan, reminding us that we should be thankful to God. The question is asked, did you thank God today? Not just for the plants and the beauty that is around us, not for the things that He has given us, but did you thank the Creator for creating you, for allowing you to see another day? So let's pause and say thank you. Thank you, God. Gratitude is a must, Mikey G.
Definitely, in truth, Lady Elise, to be grateful this morning is the most amazing thing that you can do. I remember reading a book. I had a book given to me some years ago.
Yes.
And the book says, it talks about the power of prayer. But it also tells the story of Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving, it says, is like a key that unlocks God's storehouse of blessings in your life. That's what Thanksgiving is like for us.
Ever set as an African American, becoming the first safe.
Thankful we are today, and of course God's mercy surrounds us every time.
Yes, His mercy endureth forever. It is a wonderful thing to be alive this morning, and how quickly the time is running. And I'm smiling, I'm chuckling to myself, and maybe you are wondering why, Mikey G. So maybe I should share.
Yeah, maybe we should share it with a few of our friends this morning. What's going on in that mind of yours? I don't know.
You know,
Let's hear it.
It's actually I don't know if it's a news clip that was sent or it's been circulated. I'll have to fact check it, but I'll share it with you. It says a St. James hitman lobbies the government for stricter gun control laws. So he says,
what kind of man? What kind of man?
Hitman.
What? So come again. Start the story again, cause I missed it the first time.
Yes, it says a St. James hitman lobbies government for stricter gun control laws. It says what was supposed to be a routine robbery turned out into a near-death experience for a 21-year-old St. James hitman, Rory Watkins, who now insists that Jamaica's lax gun laws are putting criminals like him at risk. He says the government needs to do better. This is in quotes. Are we just allowing any random person to have a gun now? Is that what we are doing? Last week, I tried to rob someone at gunpoint, and out of nowhere, this man started firing at me. You know how dangerous and uncalled for that was? Robberies used to be so much safer. I used to be able to just point my gun at someone, take their belongings, and maybe slap them a few times. Now I have to be concerned about whether or not they may be armed. I thought this was so funny. Someone shared it with me, so that's why I was chuckling it,
Oh, Lady Elise, I don't know. Maybe another time you could share your Georgetown. We were trying to share our Georgetown area, what's happening in the Georgetown development plan in Grand Cayman. And we want to show you what beautiful sights you can see is expected to be seen for the new development of the Georgetown area, where people are now going to be So the idea is to redesign and redevelop and at least do a little bit of pep me up to be more attractive to the general population. That you want to walk along with your family members and friends, and while you walk, shoppers by you do some window shopping and maybe stop at some of those local shops right there and do some business that are located in those general areas. Because for some unknown reason, persons have migrated away from those areas, and that great unless not for just the daytime traffic, the evening time it sort of like get more quietly. So they want to beef it up a little bit more, and so it provides that ambience that persons would want to take a stroll with their significant other or other and and then just walk along. Children, family members, friends that come from abroad and want to tour the Grand Cayman Islands can just walk in a serenity and of course a peaceful environment that is crime free. And this is what we are thinking about right in the Georgetown area. And I'm thinking this is what is happening. Guys, remember, they did not tell me this. I just made it up all by myself because of what I saw, alright? So let's get it right. Lady Elise, let it rip. Alright, let's show what's happening in the Georgetown area this morning. All right. For those who just joined us just for that one, that was an exciting little trip down memory lane.
Yeah, that's traveling along Edward Street there in Georgetown. And you would notice that there are pavers on the road. And for those of you who are visiting Georgetown, there are a lot of pavers in the town. And they have come a far way. You know what we
colors. You saw those colorful things? Yeah.
What we should have been doing all along is sharing the progress, because certainly if you had been in the Georgetown area just maybe a month ago, that side of the road would not have been open. It would have been closed because they were working on the Georgetown area. So certainly for the pedestrians, it's been a long time coming, but it looks beautiful, don't you think, Mikey G?
It's quite a splendor, I would say.
Let's share it again.
Wait, two is a charm. Once is twice is a charm. Okay.
Yeah. Let's drive through Georgetown. Yes.
For those who aren't aware of what Georgetown Grand Cayman looks like, now you're seeing. Okay, so you're coming up to the town hall, where the town hall is.
Yes.
And now where the. Oh, so you never
The
showed.
library.
You never showed. This video never showed the assembly, the government house. Never showed the legislative assembly. Okay, so we're right there at the town hall. That's where we stop. Alright, so I guess we'll have to do one of those videos that basically just go right around the town and then show all that the activity that's going on in there.
Yes, we will share that on another episode. I'm sure you would enjoy,
Alright, Let's take a break, and when we come back.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4, Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Of course, our news today is brought to us by Asai Ultrasound Imaging.
All your ultrasound needs.
For all your ultrasound needs.
News time, guys. When we come back.
Good morning, it is Thursday, February 20th, and these are the news headlines on Flashpoint Radio and Coralie Karen. Ousted NCC members threaten legal action. Ousted members of Cayman's National Conservation Council are prepared to challenge their removal in court. Stuart Melo and Patricia Bradley, who were dismissed along with 4 others, have written to the government demanding that their removal be revoked. They claim the decision was beyond the government's authority and weakens conservation efforts in the Cayman Islands. They have given the government until today to reverse its decision. Attorney Kate McClymont, representing the group, stated that the NCC is a country's primary safeguard for environmental protection. Cayman's underwater mountains mapped for the first time. Scientists from the Central Caribbean Marine Institute have begun exploring previously uncharted underwater mountains in Cayman's waters. Jack Johnson, part of the research team led by Gretchen Goodbody Grinley, said the team is studying 2 major seamounts, Paper Bank and 12 Mile Bank, using scuba diving at depths of 100 to 100 feet. This marks the first scientific exploration of these seamounts, which rise over 3,000 feet from the sea floor. Jury convicts a man for Ian Duffel's murder. A grand jury has found Lindsay Kirkwalter guilty of murdering Ian Duffel in West Bay in 2022. The trial revealed that Watler's DNA was found under Duffel's fingernails. Duffel, 51, suffered fatal stab wounds to the neck and chest on October 14, 2022. Had encountered him earlier that night at Kelly's Bar, but were later called to a stabbing incident where they found him severely wounded. Watler, who denied involvement, will be sentenced at a later date. Homeowner locked up, safe stolen in aggravated burglary. A man testifying in court described a 2022 burglary spree involving himself and 2 other men currently on trial. The witness, Romario Desmond Brown, is already serving a sentence for crimes. He identified James Hubert McLean and Devon Emmanuel Wright Jr. as accomplices in 3 break-ins. One burglary resulted in the homeowner being locked up in a room while a safe was stolen. Brown claimed Wright was involved in all 3 incidents, while McLean participated in 2. We go now to the region. PIOJ projects economic growth for early 2025. The Planning Institute of Jamaica predicts the country will return to economic growth in the first quarter of 2025. Director General Dr. Wayne Henry shared projections of growth between 0.1 and 1%. The anticipated rebound follows a challenging fourth quarter of 2024, which saw a 1.8% economic contraction due to adverse weather and travel disruptions. Growth is expected to be driven by increased employment, rising domestic demand, and recovery in key industries. TEF Director calls for stronger cybersecurity in tourism. Dr. Casey Wallace, Executive Director of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, has called for enhanced cybersecurity measures in the tourism industry. Speaking at the Global Tourism Resilience Conference in Hanover, Wallace stressed that as the industry collects more personal data to improve guest experiences, the risk of cyber attacks rises. He urged stakeholders to prioritize security to protect customer information. Bermuda election. PLP wins third term. OBA gains seat. The Progressive Labour Party has secured its third consecutive election victory in Bermuda. Premier David Burt celebrated alongside 24 PLP MPs, reaffirming his commitment to governance. The opposition, One Bermuda Alliance, made gains, increasing its House of Assembly seats from 7 to 11. The election saw participation from multiple parties, but only the PLP and OBA secured representation. Arizona mid-air plane collision kills 2. The air collision near Marina Regional Airport in southern Arizona has left 2 people dead. 2 small planes collided Wednesday morning, with one managing to land safely while the other crashed and caught fire. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are examining the incident. This crash follows a series of recent aviation disasters across North America, including a deadly commuter plane crash in Alaska and a Delta flight flipping upon landing in Toronto. Those were your news updates on Flashpoint Radio. Stay tuned for more throughout the day.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4, Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee. Yes, it's me, Earthquake. I come in Tuesday around 10." No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it comes, it shake all sense and sensibility out of way. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't go to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without air. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take for yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This morning.
Welcome back. And today we are joined by our riddle master. Our riddle master is joining us. Welcome, Hazel G. How are you doing?
I am blessed and highly, highly favored.
Wonderful. It's always such a privilege to have you on the breakfast hour. And, you know, I think last week you would have joined us for our anniversary program, and you also have been sharing what's happening in your neck of the woods. And so we're certainly happy to have you this morning. So I know you have something to tease up our brain. I know you have something to just get us the brain. And this one should go specifically to Mikey G.
Mikey G, exactly. This riddle is for Mikey G.
Oh my word. All right, let's have it. Let it rip.
Yeah, so play the rhythm, Mikey G, rhythm.
Play the rhythm, yeah. All right, so if you're waiting for the riddle, when we come back, let's do the riddle. Riddle me this, riddle me that, guess me this riddle, and perhaps Mikey G, not. Riddle me that, guess me this riddle. Person. Hold on 1 minute. Let's go. Are you ready, Lady Elise?
I am ready.
Let's go. All right. Let's have it. I don't know, but just so this one is especially for me this morning, so I'm
Okay. All right. Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Guess me this riddle, Mikey.
And perhaps why will not. I don't know. Let's go. Let's hear the riddle this morning.
Why did the mountain climbers get a divorce? Why did the mountain climbers get a divorce?
Well, I would go off the bat and say,
one, Mikey.
I would go off the bat and say, you know, most of the persons nowadays are couch potatoes who play video games all day And that would be the men, of course. And you don't want to have a wife who's climbing the mountains all the time.
First thing, no answer for a riddle is so long.
I know. Well, you're rationalizing.
I'm not rationalizing. I'm just thinking, most of the guys nowadays, they are basically video game players. They're not those who go out and explore anything anymore. The guys are like, I don't know. I'm sorry guys, I'm making it out to be what I see on the TV. I see most of the guys playing video games and they're playing video games all the time and they're not doing anything really,
Well, that's not you though, Mikey.
Not true? Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because I may be just wrong right now.
Alright, I think you can call for your backup, man. You know
Come on, you're the backup this morning. You're going to back me up this morning.
They ask them questions and they can answer them. So well, call somebody to help you.
But you're my backup today, so
No, I'm giving the riddle, so I can't be.
So shoot the riddle again one more time. For somebody who did not hear the riddle, let's hear it again.
Why did the mountain climbers get a divorce?
Why did the mountain climbers get a divorce? Wow.
Wow is not the answer.
Remind me of Judge Judy. That is not an answer.
That's not an answer. Well, while you're getting the answer, I want to just share with you something that's coming up. Let's see if I can get it to share.
Right. Well, while you're sharing that, Lady Elise, I wanted to go back to the gun law thing. I'm an advocate for guns, for people to own and have guns. I am an advocate for people, and this is not, and I'm not saying I'm trying to get people to have guns in the Cayman Islands. Because this is not a situation that is warranted for the Cayman Islands. You don't need to have guns in the Cayman Islands. You don't need to have regular citizens walking around with guns and trying to protect themselves because they are going to be robbed and all this. I'm not advocating for that. But there are societies that have these problems. That you're always attacked on the streets when you're walking and when you're going places. And so I would say for those places, not the Cayman Islands, I'm telling you. It's not a joke thing. Because I benefited from the idea of just going to the beach anytime I want, even the night, and set up a tent and could be there with your friends and just have a good time, or just be out there and just having a nice little function, or just gathering and just sitting down having a meal or anything. At any point of the evening you'd like, and you would have a problem, And so I pride that for the Cayman Islands in such a way that it is unbelievable. That kind of, I'm not saying that there's no crime or there's not anybody who's wanting to do anything and there's not wicked people or some evil guy somewhere, but that's not something that is anywhere that you can see physically noticeable. It's such a small scale that you don't even notice it. Apart from the guys eating the pizza guys for the pizzas. What is the pizza? But I'm telling you, for those jurisdictions that are people walking on your road and people grab your cell phone and robbing you and taking away money, and they're not just taking it, they're shooting you, hurting you, breaking in your house, doing harm to your family and all of these things. I say every citizen must have a gun, that when they break in, they must be met with rains of bullets coming their direction, That's what I'm thinking. That's just my thought. And somebody said, Mikey G, you're a Christian. The children of Israel were walking through the wilderness, and while they were walking through the wilderness, those heathen nations came and took their women, killed their men, took their children, made them into slaves and all the things that they wanted to do with them, until the children of Israel had to create an army for themselves. No, I didn't make these things up for myself, I just read the Bible. The next time they came around, they were faced with the most fierce army that they have ever met in the entire world of their entire life. The army of Israel was the most dangerous of them all because of the atrocities committed against them, and they had to defend themselves. Now, if I have to defend myself, I'm not coming to attack anyone, but I will defend myself, the life of my family, and those who are in my care and my protection. That is a fact. And I suggest that every man must have this standard for themselves and their family. That's just one thing I'm thinking.
Somebody else might say, the Lord is your banner. He will fight your battles.
And I'm agreeing with you.
How many time Israelites go out and then go with them singing banner and then sing, right?
Yes, right. That's true. Indeed.
Right.
Yes.
And God tell them just go, stand
just
still.
march, just sing.
And sing.
Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
But here's the thing that you just open a door for, Lady Hazel G. Yes, this way you just open a door. Mm-hmm. We have to be careful of those who play the instruments in our churches, in our temples. Because if they are not godly people playing these instruments, they are if you notice that, and you open a can of worms that can't shut so easy. when you look and you see God's people going in front, these men are consecrated men that play the music.
Yes.
Very important, the consecrated men. These are the first ministers. If you have people who are not necessarily godly people playing the music, whose people are you using to play your music?
Mm-hmm.
And what message, what spirit are they playing it with? Whose infiltration are you getting? And you look at this. But then, if you switch quickly, there is a point of a David and there's a Goliath, right? When a Goliath turn up, there must be a David, right? So we must be qualifying these conversations when we say, we go out and we say, God, play the music and let Jericho walls fall. But then Goliath turn up sometimes, David have to come out. Understand?
And despite the David, it was all because of the Lord. Because if it wasn't the Lord that said that shot right in the forehead, David, tell him, he would have cut off David's neck and give it to his people then. So the Lord was in that. Yeah. It was the Lord battle because they were.
The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's.
It is the Lord's, yeah.
It is the Lord. So we have to measure too. Sometimes we are quick to find solutions. But if God says do it, then fine, yeah.
Sure.
Because there are times that we have to stand up and fight.
Right. Is there a place for it? Is there a place for that standing up?
There is a place.
I think the riddle is on the table, but I think we're still waiting for a riddle to be solved. Are the riddle solved in here?
I think I need to share, but let me share what's happening coming up soon.
But hold on, let me say this quickly. The gun laws that we are talking about, here's a criminal. I just want to say this quickly. Here's a criminal, Hazel G. Right?
Who's not stopping Hazel G?
Let me get it. Please let me get this one.
Have to have the last word.
Okay,
Let me get this one.
Yes.
Here is somebody who would have been a top killer, a murderer, killing people and robbing them and doing all sorts of things. And when he's now trying to rob people, bullets are coming at him and he's now in jail saying, look at it, it's a very chaotic world out there. We can't even rob people in peace anymore. Of course, remember guys, we have a caller on the line this morning. Let's hear what from our caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mikey G.
Hey, good morning, caller. How are you doing this morning?
I am good. Miss Hazel said that you need a backup for the riddle, because that riddle was for you. Can I help you?
Yeah, please help.
No. Can I answer? No.
Miss Hazel, should I help him?
I have to get help this morning, please. If
I should help you.
Well, I'm listen, you don't have to ask anybody for it. I'm saying thank you.
Okay, I'm not mad because the revelation was rocky.
Hold on, 1 second.
Let somebody call you. You should call.
Sorry?
I said if you need help, you should call. They shouldn't have to call you.
Well, they're calling the station to help Mikey G.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let's have it. If you're helping, so you're now allowed to help me answer this riddle.
The riddle, the answer is their relationship was too rocky.
So repeat the riddle, Hazel G.
Repeat the riddle for that one.
Repeat the riddle. So someone in here can hear the answer. So repeat the riddle, Hazel G.
Why did the mountaineers get a divorce?
Okay.
Why did the mountain climber
Get a divorce.
Yes.
get a divorce?
Get the divorce, right.
Because their relationship was too rocky.
And is that answer correct, Hazel
That's
G?
that's the correct answer. That's the correct answer. Yeah. I said maybe that was an easy one for him.
But you see, I know. See how easy it is? Somebody answered for me. Come on, guys.
Alright, gotcha.
Okay, that one was the best one for the morning. I'm going to thank Hazel for this one this morning. You know, I wanted to share something, but I think I have to wait for tomorrow because too much is going on today for me to start to share it now. Oh God. I can't share it again this morning. It was something, but I probably could share. One of the things that, you know, it's like yes, actually something that actually is happening, and we are finding that, you know, many persons, you know, are actually, you know, you know, when the Trump administration won the election, they won the election on the idea that the jobs were actually what you call jobs. People wanted jobs. They needed jobs, so they have to. The election, you must fight for those jobs, and so the election, when they went out to do they elected the persons. They elected the persons based on the idea that jobs were being taken away from the American people by immigrants, you know, and so many persons went out and they actually voted on that behalf, and they won the election based on that, you know. And so what you now know is that many persons are saying that now that the people, you know the story. You know the story, right? What's happening with that market, if anybody can tell me?
Tell me.
I'm asking. Have you listened to the conversation before? Have you heard about these jobs that are being taken and all that?
I have been hearing that there are some aspects, and this is second-hand news. It's not. This is
not. We're not putting down any news here. We're just listening to what is being rumored. We're just hearing what is being rumored. So we're just talking about the rumor situation.
Okay. So there are some jobs that have been left vacant. There are some popular places, I understand, that now they have a severe shortage that's impacting their business, because where they used to have persons who used to do certain jobs, they are no longer free to do those jobs, or they're scared because they are undocumented. So I understand that it is impacting certain areas of the economy so far.
And maybe they need to get some robots if they can't find anybody to do it. I don't think the robots need any immigration.
Well, here we have the same. Well, what is happening too is that our politicians from time to time do run their campaign on this idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cleveland came and the same thing happened. It's not foreign to anybody. It's not something that is foreign. This is just a normal campaign trail, appeasing the people thing, right? But I'm gonna play a video quickly. Just this one video I want to play, and let's just take a look at this one, right? So this is really maybe more like comedy than anything else. But then you might see the staunch appeal for it when somebody say, "Oh, they're taking away our jobs." The result of that is you may have to go and do the jobs, right? Let's go with this one.
Hello, it's your favorite president, Now that I made all our deportation dreams come true, we reclaimed every single job that was taken by illegal immigrants. And let me tell you, folks, there were so many. I call them brown jobs. Jobs we were born to do and do what Americans do best.
I carry this old guy to the bathroom about 3 times a day. I gotta go.
And now America can get back to work like it's never done before.
I used to stay home and watch Real Housewives, but now I got to work 3 shifts in a row.
I hate other people's children and their poop.
So let's get busy, America. Go do all those brown jobs you wanted so much.
Let's go, ladies. Those beds won't change themselves.
Uno, dos, tres.
And show the rest of the world what we are made of. Look at me, I'm doing a brown job too, but just for 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, guys. I just had to share that one this morning. You know, riddle me this, riddle me that. You know, sometimes you have to guess it. So here's the people who wanted the jobs. And now that I remember. Anybody remember? Anybody remember?
Funny. That is just too funny, Mikey.
Anybody remember? Anybody remember rollover? Anybody remember rollover? The rollover policy. You remember the rollover thing? Anybody remember rollover?
It's still a thing.
No. It being the thing is another matter. But listen what rollover did. When rollover took place at the time, and this is what happened, was they had rolled out all the persons who did domestic work, because these are the people who you're actually rolling out. The people who actually clean up the garbage and they keep your house clean and, you know, keep your children safe while you're gone
and
to
your
work.
old people. And your parents.
You know? Yeah. And these were people who you had, you know, and then when they did the rollover policy, what happened was these people were sent home and left the poor persons who did not understand how to, in fact, they couldn't stand the children that they had, some of them. Because some of those children are rude, you know, rude children, right? Rude picnic. And some people didn't have, they couldn't stand their own child, right? And then you have to clean your own house. That was a disaster. I saw that myself. I was like, oh my God. So, you know, sometimes when you hear people talk about, I want the jobs. Which job do you want, really? You don't want those jobs when you're still fighting the people to kick them away. And it is a little bad. It is distasteful to hear these stories when the same person you're saying you want the job is a helper. You're actually fighting for the helper that you're employed job. I don't understand.
You don't understand that. But you know, it's almost time to get out, and I must share this clip because, of course, individuals from this promotion will be joining us right here in studio tomorrow on the Breakfast Hour. So I need to share this one before we go. So let's hear it.
What's up,
All right, that was, I guess, of course, we know, of course, yeah.
Yes, it's going to be March 8th, 7 p.m. You know, and that promises. So we'll be having persons joining us live in studio on the Breakfast Hour. Tomorrow's episode, you will certainly be hearing much more about that happening right here in the Cayman Islands on the 8th of March. The artist is Golda McFarlane.
Well, I'm telling you that's going to be, I can tell you from now that is going to be a very, very good concert. I'm sure of it already.
You're sure of it already, right?
Of course. You're not going to be staying one bit in your seat. You're going to be out there enjoying the music and just enjoying the singing and just be live. If you go to a concert sometime, you know, there are different types of concerts. They're the ones that you go to and you sit down and the artist performs and it's praise and worship time, you know, and you glorify God, you know, kind of like. And there's the next one when you go there, you just have to just move your body, you know, and just pull on what you call body basics, going on. When you come back, for those, we are boasting the idea of being obese in the Cayman Islands right now, where people are overweight. This concert will lose pounds. Go to this concert if you want to lose weight. Go here. This is the concert for you.
All right.
You're going to dance. You're going to move your body. You're going to. You're into steps.
I suppose that's for me and Elisa, because you don't need to lose any weight, right?
Come on, I'm watching. Come on.
Listen. I don't know how Hazel G called my name in that list. Hazel G.
Yes. It's for me and you, not for my kids.
Listen, I had to tell you, I made a comment recently. Someone was commenting how voluptuous certain persons have gotten. And I had to say to them, the blessings of the Lord are so many, so much, that it just shows in volumes. But needless to say, I want to thank the listeners who have joined us this morning on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. It has been a wonderful morning. Of course, Mikey G would have gotten assistance in solving the riddle. This riddle was for him. But of course, thank you, caller, for calling in.
I was assisted.
Yes.
Thanks for listeners of the breakfast hour who listen in and know that I need assistance and needed help. Thank you very much. And I'm asking for more help from more persons across the landscape.
That's right.
Yeah. Help Mikey G. Please help Mikey G. Please.
Alright, so I want to thank you so much for joining us today. I don't know where your journey today will take you. I want to say good morning to our listener up there in New York. You know who you are. Special good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to share with us, as you usually do, what it's like, what's the temperature, what's happening in your neck of the woods. Share with us in the chat. I'm taking a look to see. Yes, and you have said good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Breakfast Hour. Tomorrow we're bringing you some fresh new people in studio joining us, and of course we will be sharing a lot of things that are happening not just in Cayman but across the landscape. So you must join. Ask you to share the link, tell someone that something amazing and special is happening right here on Flashpoint.
All right, I think at this point, because I'd say Hazel G, give us your spin on the experience you're having today. How you want today to be for yourself. Are you having a great morning so far? How is it?
I'm having a fantastic morning listening to you and watching that video downtown. Yeah, I love it.
You love it, eh?
Yeah, I love it. Maybe next time you do it live.
Yeah, you can go there and just walk around the town and just talk about it and just tell the story.
You know what I'll do, what I can promise is that we can share another stretch of the landscape.
Yeah. Let's pick up. Pick up a few of those popular spots. I want to pick up the part that where Gun Bay is and tell the story about Gun Bay.
Okay. All right. We'll make it all this and more on the breakfast hour. So you'll hear it right here. And if you want to share what's happening on your neck of the woods, share that video as well. Share it wherever you are. If you're in New York, where it's now 19 degrees, and you have said that it's a freezer box. And if you tuned in on yesterday's program, we sort of had the backdrop of the streets of Georgetown. Nice. It got so bright and sunny here that it was blinding.
I wanted to ask a question this morning. They're saying that the New York experience has changed quite a bit. The busy streets of New York. I remember COVID. And when COVID came and the streets were not having anybody on it. Is it COVID again? I don't know. What's happening? I don't know what's happening.
You don't know what's happening. Well,
but I don't see.
No.
I understand the streets are not as busy as it used to be.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna done it. I'm finished.
It's Mikey. All right.
I finished the conversation because let me tell you something. We have different time zones. All right. So we're going back to it. All right. Let's go.
No. We're talking as we get out of studio.
We're getting it. No, we're getting that. Yeah. We're looking at the George show here again. But here's the deal on that. As we give credence to changes, we realize that this is not something that affects one part of the world versus the other. It is every single place. And there's a clip that I want to play this month. I should have played, but the time is not allowing us. So I will leave it right there and keep it simple. Of course, guys, if you've just joined us for the first time and today's your first day, what I want you to do is to like this video first, share this video, subscribe to it, and then share it with someone. Of course, hit the notification bell that every time one of these programs comes up, it will give you a notification that we are on live. And we have a many programs that you'd enjoy. Right? Thank you for joining, and of course listening. Of course, remember to join us on www.flashpointmedia.ky. Radio all day, every day, 24 hours of the day. All right. And that's all I got.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. I left Jacksonville in a 40 degrees temperature. I was so cold when I got up. I put on my shirt over my pajama. Yes, and that's what I wore home. And when I came here, it was in the 80s. Big difference.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio. Rise and shine. Your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and Coralie Karen. The unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries. We'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air. Look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, and we'll all sing there outside. Just us in the sky. Part of this circus, is it an A? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do I this my fate? At least now I'm feeling better. I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air. Look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, and we'll all sing there outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours
You're listening to Flashpoint, the family radio.
2 Corinthians 2:9 and 10.
No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. But God has revealed it to us by His Spirit.
You're locked into the station that helps you tap into those incredible things that God has prepared